What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Sig's Kitchen. I'm Big Sig. Today we are making jambalaya, Louisiana style jambalaya. And I guarantee you're gonna love this recipe. Ingredients: andouille sausage. Don't let it fall off. Shrimp, chicken, sweet onion, bell pepper, rice, garlic, Louisiana hot sauce, Sig's homemade Creole spice, olive oil, chicken broth, celery, bay leaf, and even though it doesn't go in jambalaya, we may try tomato. Most importantly, beer. Now, we're gonna cut our sausage. You can make them any size you want. I'm using Cajun style andouille sausage. If you're going to do this and you can't find the andouille, you can do a pork sausage as long as it's smoked. Try not to take fingers off. Next step, we're gonna take our chicken and we're gonna cube it. I have here about 1.5 pounds of, I almost said sausage, chicken. We're gonna just take our chicken thighs. You can use breast, but I like thighs because it's just flavor, more flavorful. These are already pre-trimmed, boneless, skinless. We're just gonna cut these into edible sized pieces. This hunk cuts these into chunks. So we're gonna do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more times. While we cutting up this chicken down here in the Bayou, you can go and Bayou one of my Koozys by reaching out to me in the comments below. All right, everybody, it's time to veg out. We're gonna start dicing our onion, and you wanna cut it small because we're gonna be caramelizing these bad boys for the jambalaya. We're gonna start by cutting the end off, but don't worry, this isn't the end. Gonna cut right in half, take your peel off. If I have to show you how to undo an onion, I will. Or maybe you can show me. Okay. And we're back. We're gonna do this real fast, so chop chop. Literally, chop chop. This knife is so sharp, it's getting a little dicey. Feeling a little peppy. Ready? Take stock of this. Literally, celery stalks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're gonna chop fine, just like me. All right, it's time to heat things up. We're gonna put this on medium to high heat. Olive oil in the pan. So now that we're over here and our pan is nice and hot and smoky, we're gonna take this andouille, and this is what you're gonna do. We're gonna mix this sausage in with a little bit of the oil, and we're gonna brown them up so that those juices come out of the meat and season the oil. Sizzle, baby. Time to pull out the meat. That's what she said. Now that this has all been browned and beautiful, and it leaves that fond on the bottom of the pan, we're gonna take all this out, put it on a pan, dish, pot, all the same thing. We're taking it out. We're gonna throw our chicken in, and we're gonna start searing that with all that beautiful oil. Oh yeah. Don't be chicken, get it all in there. We're gonna spread this all out. That's what he said. And we're gonna hit it with a little bit of Sig's homemade Creole spice. Whoa. Don't be scared. Just Creole self. Just Creole self, like be yourself, I don't know. Alright, so now that our chicken has been browned and it's beautiful, don't worry about throwing it right on top of your sausage. Meat. Nice to meet you. So now that we've taken out our chicken, look at the bottom of this pan. That is Flavor Town, baby. We're gonna toss these onions in on that, and we're gonna deglaze this pan. And that's gonna be the base for this jambalaya. You ready for this? Now onions, as they start to soften, are gonna make water, which is gonna help us break up all that fond on the bottom of the pan. I am very fond of fond. So what did the alligator say to the other alligator that was in his way? Can you please move so I can get Bayou?
We're gonna do the alligator shuffle. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I dated this girl from the south out in Louisiana. She left me. And when she left, she said, Bayou. And since she left, I don't think about it. I drink about it. So now that our onion is beautiful and caramelized, look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. Now that we have the color and consistency we're looking for, we're gonna throw in more color. In goes all the veggies. Yep, just like that, all one shot. Absolutely beautiful. We're gonna mix those all in, sweat them down, pick up my mess, throw them in the trash. We got 2 big cloves of garlic. You remember my old friend here, right? If that other video happened to get Bayou, go back and check my last one. We're gonna just mince our garlic. If I can get it out. I'm gonna take another, damn it, another one. That was a juicy one. You see it squirt my stove? And we're gonna do it one more time. Beautiful, fragrant, beautiful garlic. All right, so this isn't traditional to the Creole jambalaya from Louisiana, but we're gonna take some tomatoes. These are fire roasted, and that's just gonna add a little bit more color. You can skip this step if you want more traditional, but if you want it to be as good as mine, you're not gonna wanna skip this step. So now, what we're gonna do is we're going to incorporate our meats back into this pan. You want to get all that juice. That's all flavor there. Now, don't think I forgot about my shrimp. And I hope it didn't get Bayou. Because now what we're going to do is we're going to throw some of that onto this here. I know I said it was a one-pan thing, but this is our lid, so I didn't lie. I'm not a liar. I'm making jambalaya. Nice and foamy. We're gonna take our shrimps, do the spready spread. You're gonna hit them with that goody good. So if you don't have the Creole that I used and you want your shrimp to taste just as good as mine, you could always use the old Bayou seasoning on your shrimp. So at this point, all this stuff in the pot is going to make water. So we're going to let this just cook until all the water disappears and reduces, because we want all the measurements to be exact. But at this point, we're going to give a few good licking, kicking shots. If you want to make this as good as I do, it's all about that straight down and dirty Louisiana hot sauce and beer. We're going to take a little bit of water. We're going to just hit the top of that pan, and we're going to deglaze this, and all that beautiful shrimp juice and seasoning is going to go right into our jambalaya. This video is getting juicy, and this fucking thing is heavy. I can't hold it. There we go, baby. Don't think I'm being selfish. The shellfish is the last thing we're going to put in because we don't want to overcook our shrimp. But my word is that shrimp amazing. And if you don't want to put the shrimp, you can eat the shrimp while you're cooking this, and it's like a snack. Alright, so I got here 6 cups of chicken broth. We're not using 6 cups. We're going to use 4.5 to 5. So what we're going to do is we're going to look See where that 2.5 mark is? Spill it all over the counter. 2.5. And 2 more cups. Picture perfect. 2 cups on the dot. Boom. Stir this up. Make sure you really scrape the bottom of that pan. You want no flavor left behind. Yeah. You really want to jumble your jambalaya. We're going to take 2 bay leaves, or should I say Bayou leaves. We're going to put those in there. That helps the ingestion later down the road so that you don't get all gassy and fart your wife to death. Just remember that your leaves are in there, because if somebody eats it, chokes, and die, you can say, I didn't mean to leave it in there. So we're going to bring this to a boil. My blood is boiling. I am so excited because we have finally reached a boil. We are going to take our 2.5 cups of rice. We are going to just go right across. I also forgot to tell you, make sure it is long grain rice. Anything other than that, it just won't go a long way. So now you want to just make sure your rice is completely mixed throughout. Spin, toss, turn. Just make sure everything is all incorporated. We're going to put the lid on for 25 minutes and let her go down to a low simmer. This is still fucking hot. And we're going to call this a day. 25 minutes. Stop. And I'll see you when this is done. And we're done. This is the kind of smoke signals I like to see. So we're gonna take this lid off. Whew! So we're just gonna stir all the rice. We're gonna break up the bottom. Some of it might be a little bit burnt, a little crunchy. Not a big deal. This facial is free while you're at it. So now we found our bay leaves. We're gonna take those off. We're gonna throw our shrimp in. So now that we've got our jambalaya all set, optional, you can take a little bit more of that Creole and you just garnish off the top for that perfect first bite. And I don't know about you, but I'm ready to dig into this. We're gonna grab a little of that andouille, some shrimp, a little bit of that chicken. And we're gonna go in shrimp, and we're gonna go in for that bite. Oh my God. That is perfect. Anybody from Louisiana, I challenge you to tell me that this is not the best jambalaya you have ever had. Don't really challenge me. I'll probably lose because you all get the secrets. But I'll tell you what. If you don't like Louisiana-style jambalaya, Bayou, and you can get the fuck out my kitchen. Just speaking. Fuck me, I already messed up. It's so cold. I got a piece of sausage stuck in my teeth. And drop it. Don't point at my feet, they're gonna see flip-flops and socks. I'm on a roll, baby. I am a gift from the heavens above. See me bask in the light. You're gonna love this meat, I guarantee.